Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the AMT 125th scale 1968 Shelby GT-500 build. And I need to move my chair closer because I moved it back because I was doing stuff over by the paint booth. In this video, we are going to work on this interior tub. I've made the comment about the ejector's pin marks are really deep, and I wasn't going to do nothing about this, but often as I do, like when I'm uncertain about something, I'll let it sit there on the bench and I'll stare at it, and then I'll be like, well, if I do this, maybe. So what I decided to do with those can't talk, I'm going to snip this off so that it's about the level. That pin is high enough. Let's see if I can get this in the blurry out here. But see how the ejector pin twisted? And so our little ridge here is going that way instead of with the ridge like it should. This one's not so bad, but they're both popped up enough where I think I can snip them off with the cutters and go down here so I don't blur you out again. And then I decided to take some of my files here and try to fix it if I can. We're going to do some modification here. And I think I'd be happier with that in the end than just to leave that like that. You won't really see it, especially if you don't have a light shining in there and looking through the rear window, but it's one of them things where I'm always going to know it's there. It's like, yeah, that turned out alright, but in that back tray area, that ejector pin was messed up. No, it's not really that big of a deal, but I did decide to go ahead and fix it if I can. So let's go ahead and trim these off though, because they're way too tall. And I wasn't too concerned about those because we're going to flock the carpet. I really like how the brome turned out. And I'm probably going to do that for all my car builds. So we'll get that down as far as we can on all these. Like so. I think that'll be good. Flip it around. Work on this one. Get it from a couple angles here. A little high on that side. And we'll get this one quick before we do the major work. Oh, that one, boy, I wish they all ended up like that. That turned out well. Now for this, I gotta watch out because, like I said, it's high enough to where I could kind of sculpt this part back into this ridge if I do things right. So I'm going to take this part and do a delete like so. I'm going to leave it like that. We'll file the rest of it. Same on this side. Don't want to take too much off that part there. There we go. Okay, before we get to the fun part of filing that, we're going to take care of some flash, because we got some flash here. We'll just kind of give this outer perimeter a sanding. I'll probably let's go ahead and hit that too. So let's grab our sanding stick, because I don't know if this is going to interfere with the firewall or not. So it's easier, I think, just to get rid of it now. do it that way. I'd be less likely to take off too much in one area. Okay, and we'll just clean up this part a little bit. These little areas where they pin into the body. I don't know why I'm using the part that's broken with the bump on it. I'm kind of fighting against myself here. Yeah, I don't want to take too much off. Looks like we got a mess here yet. And that flush. Alright. So now, what we'll do is put that off to the side. I think we're done with the snippers. This one, no, where's my triangular one? There's one that's kind of triangular. I want to try that one. This one right here. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm just gonna kind of. Oh, I don't get the angle that I thought I would. Oh, that's too bad. My file's longer than I wanted it to be. Maybe we can. Oh, I think this will work. Let's try not to damage the door too much. Actually, before I do damage the door, something terrible, why don't we take some masking tape and mask off them doors a little bit. Or that's not the door, excuse me. It's the armrest area of this back seat. But I think it'd be a good idea to mask that off before we destroy it. Like so. Alright. Now, back to work on that. Try to get this as flat as I can. Once I get a good start at it, then I think we'll be fine. There we go. There we go. Trying to get my hand in the way so you can see something. I'm going to start with this pointy one and I think that's going to work. That is going to work and look better, I think. Now, let's see, this one's a little more rounder. this does. Okay, how about the real round one? And we'll knock this part down. Go again on this side. Don't want to get too excited with the pile here. I'll finish it off with some sandpaper so that it's not as bad. You know what? It's not perfect, but blurry out again. It's going to need some fine sanding, but I think that is going to look a lot better. I should start with that. Go to this side. I love this little kit. I bought it off Amazon, and it was like around $10 or something like that, 10 or 12 bucks, but you get all these files, you get a Phillips and a slotted screwdriver, you get sanding sponges, you get the clippers, you get the knife, you get several pairs of tweezers. It's like, wow, that's probably of all the model stuff that I've purchased, that's been the most, I got the most out of my money with those. Alright, that is actually going really well. I did not expect it to do this well. Where'd the round one go? Here we go. It's going to need some smooth sanding, but go focus. There, this is probably better for you. But at least the grooves are straight now. I'll take some fine sandpaper and just work with that off camera. We're already at almost 15 minutes here. But I just wanted to do a little modification, and I'll do the same for these pins, because these pins they're going to be flocked, but still I want to sand them down a little more. But the main part of the video, I was wanting to know if this was going to work, and I think I like that a lot better. A lot better. Alright. Well, I think we'll call that a video. I'd like to thank everyone for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.